Hello, we have come to video 14, and with all the instructions I've given you in the 13 previous videos, you know already what is the basic work that we have to do. Yes or yes, whether we like it or not. Is it mental? Yes, it is super mental. But if it wouldn't be mental, the mind would always start to question what you are doing. So I explain already to the mind what we are doing and why and how, so that it might come up with questions, but these are answered already. So the mind will be quieted. And then that is a green light for both halves of the brain to start functioning at the same time. And. So instead of either or. That is also a big advantage to use both halves of the brain and the construction and the structure and the perception and the intuition and the creativity both at the same time. So that is also a magic experience. And all what I've explained to you is like the A of the ABC. There's a whole alphabet behind this work. It's only the initial work. And with the Merkaba that you have learned in the Master Your Energy videos series, you are in an optimal frequency within this space and time opening. Yes. So then you have a lot of extra energy so that you can dedicate your time to further studies. Because without these elements, you can't go on studying. So we can't skip part of the teachings. You need them all. So I made them as simple as possible for you, and you can learn them as quickly as possible. You can maintain your energy fields in an optimal form all the time. So, and if the energy fields are in an optimal form and in an optimal frequency, then you are healthy and on all levels. So that is also a big benefit. And you have an abundance of energy through your prana breathing, through the internal, external prana spheres. You get an enormous frequency by creating the Merkaba in the Fibonacci way. Yes, and you are going to learn later on what is the difference between the Fibonacci spiral and the golden mean spiral. What is the difference between your Fibonacci Merkaba and the golden mean Merkaba, and how you can combine them. It is and. Everything is and. And perhaps it's also good to know that there are, I think, 100,000 different ways of creating the Merkaba. And of course, they are all correct, nothing to say about, but I think it is wise for you to ask, what does it, to what frequency does it connect you? What frequency will your Merkaba have? Because every frequency is leading you to another level of consciousness and another reality. So I think it's very important that you check what kind of Merkaba, because nowadays everyone is calling himself a Merkaba teacher, but I sincerely doubt whether everybody really knows what he or she is doing. So also there you can consult Dromvelo Melchizedek's books, The Ancient Secret of the Flower of Life and Living in the Heart, 2 books which are the basis of my work, the Master Your Energy. And I really want to advise you to do it. because in a very short way and a very easy and clear way, you learn to manage your own energy fields and increase their frequency to such levels that 5G and 6G, 7G doesn't bother you. Emission towers don't bother you. Low energies of like hospitals and this kind of don't affect you. And you come out with as much energy as you went in such a dense place, which is also good so that you don't need so much time to recover on the sofa at night after your work. Then you have a lot of extra time and energy and wishes and desires to fulfill your heart's desires, to really start completing the reason why you are here on planet Earth, which I think is really important. So once you have also experienced what is a unity, and we are going to do the unity breath, and all these things, then there's another step to do, and that is to know or remember or helped to remember how to come out of this matrix. Yes, and how to go back to source. And that doesn't mean that you have to die. No, you can be in connection with source. And I will explain you. And we can do it in a special way so that it's a magic way. And I would like to put all kinds of signs in the universe. If you go there, if you do that, then you come back to source. So that is, I think, very nice. If you have questions, if you have whatever desires that I come to your place to give a workshop, perhaps it's possible, perhaps not, perhaps it will be online, perhaps, we don't know what will happen. So let's stay in touch, and you can inscribe for the newsletter. I'm not really good at newsletters because there's always something that is not perfect. But I'm now on the social media more and more. So there you can follow me, just like the videos, and help me to spread the word and help me spread this work on which I have already worked for 5 years on the video series and 28 years on all the teachings of the Merkaba, which I really like to share with the whole world. Yeah, see you later.